good, y'all? What's happening? It's Asia, your podcast homegirl. I'm back. Baby, I left and I ain't come back. I left last year and I literally didn't come back to this year. The last video I did on here was so heavy for me that I had to like regroup and get myself together. But oh baby, am I back though? I'm glad I took that time off because that time allowed me to do a lot of self-reflecting and a lot of like self-awareness and just like evaluating my circle, evaluating like the place I was currently in life, where I wanted to be in life, where I was going to be in life, all type of stuff. Okay? But let's talk about 2025 though. So I know how some people make New Year's resolutions. I don't make New Year's resolutions because I ain't gonna lie, it's a high chance I'm not gonna keep it. So I was just like, instead of making New Year's resolutions, let's just self-reflect. So for me, I was like, well, okay, let's self-reflect. What was 2024? Oh, and baby, what was 2024 to me? 2024 for me was a harsh reality year. 2024 for me was seeing people and things for who they are and what it was and going, oh, okay, I get it. 2024 was my I get it year. Like, oh, I get it. Okay. So let me tell y'all something. 2025 is, I'm in my matching energy era. I'm in my matching energy era for 2025. Let me tell you something. What you put out is what you're going to get back. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do. If you don't call, no calls won't get called. If you don't text, no text won't get text. I don't know what to tell you, baby. I'm not finna beg and plead nobody to want to do something that clearly they don't want to do. I don't know what to tell you. Because we all hear the phrase, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. And boy, did I have to learn that phrase last year in 2024. That was the what they showed you, believe them. And it was my, oh, that's what you want year. And it was such an eye-opening year for me. 2024 was like my self-awakening year. Like my just walking into who I really was and understanding that, oh, okay, and this is who I'm going to be without you. And I don't care who it is. And when I say, I heard this pastor say, your phone being dry is God's protection. I said, now hold up now. When I say I get good sleep at night, you ain't got to call me because you blocked anyway. Okay? You ain't got to text me because you blocked anyway. And if you do text me, I don't have to text you back right away. I'm going to text you back when I get time to text you back. If you see me post on Facebook and you just text me, that don't mean that you see I'm on my phone. But that don't mean I'm on my phone because I want to text you back. I don't feel like texting you back right now. And I'm not going to do it. 2025 is the year for me where, baby, let me tell you something. If somebody say jump, I don't know who you looking at to say how high. Because it won't be me. It won't be me. It just won't. It just won't. And I don't feel bad about that. And I stand 10 toes down on this in the name of Jesus. And that go for the people in the church. I go to church. I love the Lord. I really do. That go for like friends, non-friends, family members, non-family members, church members. And yes, for the church, I won't be attending everything. I won't be attending everything. You're not finna make me feel bad because I didn't go to the women's whatever again. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And I'm not going to go because I don't want to. And that's just that on that. I go to church. Yes, I love the Lord. I volunteer in the departments that, that suits me, which is fine. Okay, and my agenda, but my purpose in life is to spread the gospel. Okay, push the kingdom of Jesus forward with the time that I have. And that's it. So no, everybody in the church is not nice. Let's start pretending like everybody in the church is nice. Everybody in church is not nice. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Some of them in church are like legit bitter Bettys, negative Nancys, you know, and they're not nice. But that doesn't mean that I have to be that way. I just go whatever. I just avoid them. And I just go and volunteer in my departments and do what I got to do and say, look, God, my relationship was with Jesus. When I go to church, it's not for the people. I go to church to please God, okay? I go to church, I'm volunteering, I'm helping out. I'm not doing this stuff for brownie points. I do this stuff because one is to edify and glorify God. That's it. Spread the gospel, push forward the kingdom, and ignore everybody else that's in the church that want to just be on dumb stuff, because I don't have time for it. Even if I did have time for it, I wouldn't indulge in it, because it's just nonsense and it's just stupidity. Let me tell y'all something. When I say baby, it was an awakening. 2024 was an awakening for me. Let me tell you something. I had to write it down. So I'm in my matching energy era. I said that. I'm in my what you see is what you get era. That's it. What you see is what you get. So if I show up, you see me. If I didn't show up, you didn't see me. That's what you got. That's it. Okay? If you trifling, then that's if you show you trifling, you gonna see me disappear from your life. I don't know what to tell you. You seen me, and when you was trifling, you didn't see me. That's it. So ain't no point of asking, oh, what's wrong with Asia or whatever. Baby, what you see is what you get. That's it. If I don't want to have a conversation, I don't. If I do, I will. If I want, I won't. If I want to hang out, I do. If I don't, I don't. And I don't have to explain myself. And that's another thing I had to realize. I'm past explaining myself. That's it to that. Like, either we gonna have a conversation or we're not. But besides that, and again, this is across the board for anybody. I'm just in that era. What you see is what you get. I'm past explaining. You either get it or you get it. You either don't or you don't. Like the girlie say, if you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, find somebody else to explain it to you, because it won't be me. You should have called me last year when I was in the explaining mood. I'm not in the explaining mood this year. I'm just not. What you see is what you get. I'm on my blocked in real life and blocked in my phone era. And I don't feel bad. And I don't feel bad about not speaking. And we have nothing to speak about. 2024 was my harsh reality year. That's the type of time I'm on. You're blocked in my phone and you're blocked in real life. So when you see me out and about at the grocery store, you don't have to speak. Like, you don't have to speak, because I won't speak to you, because we have nothing to talk about. When I say, it just comes a time where I realize that I have expired in their lives. So because I realize I expired in people's lives, I just remove myself from their lives without them even knowing. So we can still be in the same room at the same time. I can be cordial on everything. And that person will never know, like, oh my God, like I have like removed myself from their lives. I can physically be in front of a person having a real conversation with somebody and literally block them in mid-conversation, because in my mind, I'm going, oh, this is the last conversation this person is going to have, because we not going to move forward in life. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. And I will walk away from that conversation with you, knowing in my heart, I've just blocked you in my phone, and I don't feel bad about it. But I will be cordial when I see you and everything, because it's just like, it's no bad blood. There's no bad blood. It's no beef. It's no malice. I don't wish any ill will. It's just that for me, how they say hindsight is 2020. I realized that, oh, I have expired in your life. So I'm going to remove myself from your space. We don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for you to remove me. I realize I no longer fit in your life. So I'm going to remove myself from your life. I'm going to spare you having to do it, because I do it. Okay? Yeah, that is the type of time I'm on. Just saying. And I don't feel bad about it neither. Sure don't. Let me see. 2024 was my, oh, that's what you on here? Got it. It was 2024 was my realizing and accepting that I just don't like certain people. Like, let's just accept it. Like, everybody not gonna like everybody. Everybody don't like me. It's people in people's lives that we just know that people just don't like people. And it's just certain people that I just don't like. And I'm just like, let's not sit and be like, oh my gosh, we're all supposed to, yes, I love you with the love of the Lord. I just don't like you and I just don't want you in my space. Because some people are just nasty people. Some people are just like, it just, for me, when I came to that conclusion when I realized that the way I look in their lives, it don't look the same way. The way they fit in my life don't look the same way as the way that I fit in their life. The way they fit in my life, that percentage is higher. But the way I fit in their life, that percentage is lower. I say, oh, we got to fix that because that means that that person, they too high on the list and it's not reciprocated. And I was just like, oh, okay, so let's just kind of like, let's set back and let's analyze the situation. And it's like when you finally realize that you were just tolerating the person the whole time, you didn't really care for that person, you go, wow, so I was holding on to them. Because I was thinking that, oh, we supposed to been kicking it whole time. It's like, no, you see who they kick it with and it's not you. And I was like, oh, okay. And so it's like, oh, wow, well, neither one of y'all really, we never care for each other. So it's like, oh, okay. So it's cool to be like, oh, I never cared for that person. Yikes. Okay. I accept that. And it's okay to be like, I just don't care for them. I just don't care for them. I just don't. I take it to the Lord in prayer and I'll be like, God, help me, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that I don't have like no ill will or no like, or any disdain in my heart, like for anybody, because I don't want to hold people. I don't want to hold people in my heart. But for me, I just had to tell God, I said, God, it's just certain people I just don't care for. And I wish them no ill will. I just have no desire to be in their space and I have no desire for them to be in my space. But I wish them well and everything. I was just like, whatever. I just don't want them around me, and I don't want to be around them. And that's that, It's like, let's grow up and let's just say the hard things. And I said it out loud. And when I said it out loud, when I exhaled and I said it out loud, the peace I felt when I exhaled and said out loud, I just didn't like certain people. And I felt okay about it. No bad blood, just reality that I didn't fit in their life the way they fit in mine. And my view of them was higher than their view was of me. This was my, oh, I finally get it year. And that's just what it was. And so for me, I was just like, okay. My mama always tell me, Asia, just tell God the truth. If you don't, and she said, ain't no point of lying to God. You can lie to everybody else, but don't lie to God. He the only one that can help you. So I did. I went to God and I said, God, I just don't like them. And it's certain people I just did not care for. And I was like, I will be okay if we never cross paths again. If you lead me to pray for them, I will pray for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom always say, prayer is free. I will pray for them. I will. But I just say, God, you know what? I just don't want to be in the same space as certain people. But let me check my heart to make sure that I'm not holding no grudges against them, because I always want my heart to be right. Just because you don't care for a person and you don't want to be in their space, it don't make you a bad person. It don't make you less Christ-like. You're just being honest with God, which I did. And I just say, God, listen, I will be okay if me and this person or me and these people paths never cross again. And I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. Let me check my heart. Heart check is cool. God said, I bet you not holding no disdain, no malice, nothing in your heart for that person. You genuinely just don't want to be around them. and I don't want them in my space. But if we are ever in the same room, I will be cordial. You know what I'm saying? I will like, it won't be no side eye. It won't be no up and down like, why is they here? None of that. None of that. It's just that my time in their life expired. Move on. Move on. Be cordial. You can speak if you're in the same room. Okay, hey y'all, how's it going? You just keep it corporate. Hey, how y'all doing? That's real good. Will I ask about the kids? No. Will I ask about your family? No. Will I ask about how things been going with you? No, because now it's going to be in phone. You know you don't care for that person. Just keep it corporate and keep it moving. That's it. Ain't no, oh my God, girl, we should do lunch. You know we not finna do lunch. So it's like, let's not take it a step further now. Let's not do all that. So let's just, you know what I'm saying, keep it moving. And that's that. So when I say 2025 is I genuinely just don't care year. When I say, I've always, you understand, when you in church and you hear elders say, baby, if you knew my story, you will see why I just don't pay a lot of people no mind. When you in church and you hear that, you be like, Auntie, how are you so unbothered? My mama always say, Asia, keep living. If you keep living long enough, she said, all you got to do is keep living. And when you keep living, she said, you going to see people will show their hands so many times. You going to recognize the signs before they even do something. And she said, then when you learn people, you going to learn to say, oh, I get it. And boy, oh boy, did I live. And now I get it. Because now it's to the point where I just don't care. I don't care what people do. I don't care what people say. I don't care if you don't want to hang out. I don't care if, let me tell you something. My phone being dry is God's protection. I don't care who called me, who don't text me, because in my heart, I know I don't want to call or text you neither. Because I genuinely just don't want to, and I genuinely just don't care. So I'm just in the era where I just don't care. If I ain't got no advice for you. All I got for you is tell it to Jesus. He on the main line. Tell him what you want. Okay? I ain't got no advice. I don't have no, well, girl, what you think, what I think you should do. I don't think you should do nothing. I think what I think you should do is what you think you want to do. And that's whatever your mind and your heart is telling you to do, go do it. Only thing I'm going to tell you is good luck and God bless. That's all I'm going to tell you. Good luck and God bless. Because I'm no longer in the era of trying to politic with people and convince people like, oh, Jesus is real. Baby, let me tell you something. I don't care if you believe that the tree on the corner is Jesus Christ. I don't care if you go every day and pray to that tree and you bow to that tree like it's Jesus. I don't care. Only thing I'm going to tell you is I pray that Jesus will send you somebody who will convince you that Jesus is real. But if you want to think that tree on the corner is Jesus, that's between you, that tree, and the real Jesus. I don't know what to tell you, baby. That's between you, that tree, and your therapist. Because I don't have nothing else for you. I don't. Because I really just don't think God is finna clear his calendar because you just don't believe Jesus is real. Jesus, God is like, baby, he have real life stuff that he got going on. He got stuff he got going on. I'm pretty sure God, I'm pretty sure that God is like, dang, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like my creation don't love me or my creation is bowing to something else. But if God slept, which he don't, I'm sure he won't lose no sleep over Tina in Texas who don't believe in him. Girl, listen, if the Bible was to say, and God do not care, I think that'd be a scripture because God will tell you himself. He'd be like, girl, I don't care. That's just me. Girl, Jesus, he care. You know what I'm saying? But it just gets to a point where you just got to let people, with me, I realize, baby, go ahead and do what you do. Whatever you do, just do it away from me. My mama say prayers free. I'll pray for you. I'll pray that God will send somebody your way that will love you, be that friend to you. You know what I'm saying? And you know that will show up for you in a way that you want them to show up for you, because clearly it's not me. And I'm okay with that, because I'm not everybody cup of tea neither. I mean, just because I think I'm super fly, everybody don't think I'm fly. Just because, you know what I'm saying, I think I'm funny, you know what I'm saying, everybody don't think I'm funny. And that's okay with me. I lose no sleep over it. I'm telling y'all. Well, I'm really at a point where I genuinely just don't care. I really don't. Genuinely do not care at all. I mean, baby, a person can be tootsie rolling down to the Diddy party. I don't care. I would say, baby, do what you do. You just better know that you know, okay, that if whatever you believe in, you better know that you know that that thing is going to meet you on the other side. Okay? And you better believe that thing, you know what I'm saying, got you a place in heaven. Because you don't want to, I'm going to leave it there. But I'm just no longer in the business of trying to convince people or give advice and just wearing myself out and showing up for people. And, you know what I'm saying, like, oh my God, I'm such a nice person, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. I don't care. Genuinely at a point where I just don't care. And I don't feel bad about it. Like, I get great sleep at night. Like, great sleep at night. Genuinely do not care. Do not care. Let me see. And 2025 is the year, like I already said, 2025 for me is a year of matching energy. What you put out is what you gonna get from me. That's it. So if you want my help with something, okay, before I agree, I need to know. Okay, what do you need my help with? Because normally I just go, oh, people need help, they need help. I don't mind helping. Okay. Not no more. So you like, oh my God, I need your help with something. Okay, what is it? Like, what do you need my help with? I need full breakdown details. And if sometimes I don't even need the details. If I just don't want to do it, I'll just say, nah, I don't want to help. I don't even have to hear what you need. Age, I need your help. I don't want to help. I'm going to just tell you right, I don't want to help. It's just, I just don't. If I just want to spend my Tuesday with me, that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to help. And that's it. So if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Okay? Like in the words of JT. She said, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. If I want to do it, I do. If I don't want to do it, I don't. That's just that. And that, like I said, that's across the board with anybody. So, and I'm just so over, like, when it comes to dating and stuff, and it's just super annoying when I'm just past the point of, I just be like, baby, just say what's on your mind, okay? If you like me, you do. If you want to hang out with me, say you want to hang out. If you want to take me out, say you want to take me out. I'm just at a point, I'm like, we're adults. We don't have to play games. It's weird to me that last year I encountered that, and I was just like, so I don't understand. Okay, if you want to call me, call me. If you don't, you don't. If you want to hang out, let's hang out. The most I can do is say no. Like, it's just weird to me. I'm just really at a point where it's like, it's either black or white. There's no gray area. It's either like, I want to do it or I don't. I want to say it or I don't. I'm going to go or I don't. There's no in between. But all this came from my 2024. That's what it came from. 2024 literally taught me all of this. If I could just explain my 2024 in 1 year, one word, it would be bizarre. My 2024 was bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Like, if I was to describe my 2024, like in a sentence, it would be realizing harsh realities. That is what it was. Because it's like when you realize harsh realities, it's like, dang, that's a harsh reality, but it's reality. It's true. It's real. And I accepted that. And I'm okay with that. It's a lot of people in my phone that's blocked. And I'm cool with that. It's other people that's in my phone where if they don't call me and I don't call them, I'm okay with that. I don't feel bad. They're not coming up like in my everyday life. They're not coming up in like topics of discussion. They're literally just a non-factor. And I'm genuinely okay with that. Like, because when I look back over my life, like literally, like the song say, when I look back over my life and I think things over, I can truly say that I've been blessed. I have a testimony. When I say that statement is so real and so true, because when I look back over my 2024 and the last video I did of 2024, like I talked about how I wanted to inflict self-harm on myself in 2023. All because I let people get me so to a point where I was just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. And I was just like, when I sit back and think about that, I was just like, there's no way in 2025 I'm ever gonna allow, I'm never going to let anybody ever get me to a breaking point at all, period. Because that was so bizarre that I thought that I allowed people to get me to a breaking point of inflicting self-harm on myself. Crazy. As the kids say, that's diabolical. Like, and I'm just like, I will never let people get me to that point again. Ever. That's why I'm matching energy. What you put out is what you gonna get. If you're low vibrational, you're gonna get low vibrational. Okay? If you want to be my friend, then hey, I'm gonna put as much energy as you put into a friendship, I'm gonna put just that amount. That's that on that. It may seem petty, but it's just like it's not, because if you let people slide once, they'll start ice skating. And I'm just like, it's a no for me, and I'm okay with that. Like, I am genuinely at peace. 2025 is the year where I'm staying on the Lord's side. Because when I realized who carried me through 2024, who carried me through 2023, and like literally Jesus got me when I went through my breakup in 2023, and I was finna inflict self-harm on myself in 2023, and then rolling into 2024, I was literally depressed, oppressed, stressed, anything that got an S on the end of it, that was me. Okay? I was feeling all the emotions. I mean, I was just an emotional mess. And when I look back over that time, and I can sit and say, okay, Asia, legit, for real, who carried you through that time? I have to literally give all the credit to Jesus. Like, literally, Jesus was there, as the elders say, call him in the midnight hours. Call him when you want him. Call him when you need him. Call him in the wee hours of the night. Baby, the Bible said, listen, meet Jesus in the morning times. Let me tell you something. When I look back over my life and those times where I was just at midnight, the wee hours of the mornings, or I let somebody else hurt my feelings, or I felt like, why wasn't people showing up for me the way I was showing up for them? And I was really like in emotional turbulence because I was giving people too much power over my life and over my emotions. And when I sit back and I think about who carried me through those times, it literally was Jesus. Like, that's why for me, I have to stay on his side. Like, it's no question, it's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I have to stay on the Lord's side. So, because literally, when I allowed people to put me in emotional and mental meltdowns, I had to go to the Lord in prayer, and he had to be the one to put me back together again. Again and again and again and again. Because it wasn't the people that was hurting me. They want to put me back together. I had to go to God, and he had to be the one to put me back together because I allowed people to continue to hurt me. And I was just like, this is a mess. This is like, it was just a vicious cycle of nothingness. And I was just like, God, what's up? And God was like, listen, I'm here for you. And he was always there. So that's why for me, going into this new year, it's not a New Year's resolution of, oh, I'm going to pray more and do whatever. It's just 2024 was a year of self-reflecting. 2025 is the year of let's not bring that into this year. You cannot, I cannot bring the harsh realities that I learned. I can't bring old behaviors. I have to leave that literally behind me. And I literally have to go into the new year with the lessons that I've learned. Like when I say I was literally failing in life. I was failing open book tests. And it's just like, why do you keep failing the same thing over and over again? So it's just like, oh, okay, So I was just like, well, what I'm going to do is let's stop, let's think, let's self-reflect. What did you learn then? What happened then? And then I'm doing this recap with myself. But I also, you know what I'm saying? It's like, Jesus was like, what did you learn last year, Asia? In 2024, what did you learn? And whatever you learned, let's take the lessons that you learned from the loss. Leave the loss in 2024. Let's take the lesson in 2025. So the loss was leaving the people and the heartbreaks and the mental meltdowns and the emotional turbulence. I was leaving all that in 2024. But what am I taking from that? The lessons. The lessons is everything I just said. Matching energy. Whatever you put in, I'm going to put in. That's it. Whatever you take out, I'm going to take out. I'm not going to put no more in than what you're putting in. So, what you trying to do? That's it. If you call me, then that means we calling each other. If you texting me, that means we texting each other. But it's not finna be no more one-sided, lopsided situations. That's it. Like I said, it goes across the board for me. I love the church. I love the Lord. But what I'm not finna keep doing, Pastor, is giving more and keep showing up and keep volunteering. This ain't my church. I ain't got no more money to give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all my 10%. And if that's $10, I don't know what to tell you, baby. You better go pray to God for the rest, because I'm not finna give no more money at all. If the Lord don't lead me to give no more money, Pastor, I'm not finna give no more money. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. The building fund, it ain't my building. Pastor anniversary. Okay, keyword, pastor anniversary. It's not my anniversary. I ain't got no more money to give you. Let me see. What else? Pastor's birthday. Keyword, pastor birthday, not my birthday. So if my tithes and offering, if you want that to go to the birthday or to the celebration or to the birthday party, by all means. But I'm not finna give no more money. So again, it's no shade. It's just realizing, when you realize the error of your ways, and I had to stop. Oh, well, God said give. Did he say give that money though? Did he? Did he say give it? Because you know what I'm saying? My spirit is telling, he didn't tell me to get that. And I'm not finna give it. And I don't feel bad about it. And I'm going to come to church. I'm going to clap my hands. I'm going to praise the Lord. I'm going to receive the message. I'm going to volunteer in my departments. And that's it. If y'all have something, if I want to show up, I can. But I'm not about to stop what I got going on in my everyday life to accommodate the church. Because that's how stuff just get misconstrued. And I'm just like, I'm past that. So that's why I'm just saying across the board. Like, I'm not showing no discrepancies or none of that. I don't care who it is or what it is. I'll pray to God and be like, God, listen, you want me to go? If he say go, I'll go. If he not pressed about me going, then I'm not going. If he not pressed about me not going, then I'm not going. That's it. So, you know, if I don't want to go to somebody's birthday party or get whatever, I'm not going. I'm not going. That's it. And I'm not going to explain myself. And that's what I mean by what did I learn? What was the lesson? The lesson was I don't have to explain myself. I didn't want to come. And it's okay to tell people I no longer want to be your friend. I no longer want to be in your space. This friendship has expired. I mean, it was just like an eye-opening for me. So when I realized how many adults behave like children. And I was one of them people to be like, why are you so afraid to tell people you don't want to be their friend no more? Like, just, if you want to announce it. Or just kind of like fall into the background. But if you want to tell a person, I don't want to be your friend no more, I don't want to be your friend. And if I blocked you, you're blocked. Let's move on. We're not children. We're not teenagers. We're not like, oh, how do you think I should tell them I don't want to be their friend? Like the same way you just told me. If the friendship is over, it's over. If it expired, it expired. Would you eat expired bread? No. Would you eat expired meat? No. Why? Because it will physically make you sick. So people are the same way. If you keep allowing people to be in your space, they're like expired meat. They will make you sick. They will take nutrients from you. They will suck you dry to the point where sometimes it will have you in the emergency room like, girl, I don't know what's going on. That person, listen, is sucking you dry. Let them go. That person, that thing, that job, listen, I'll quit a job in a minute. I don't care. Because I'm just like, if it does not make me happy, it does not serve me, I'm leaving. Period. That's it. It's so many jobs out here to be got. I'm not gonna let some jobs sit here and keep me bound and be like, oh, well, I need this job. No. Jesus is my source. God know I be quitting them jobs. Okay, he told me to rely on him anyway. I want God to swipe his debit card. God got debit, not credit, baby. So I'm like, listen, God know I be quitting them jobs. And I don't care. If the job does not make me happy, if it's not serving me, if the job is mentally draining me, how people drain me, it's over. It's a chop. It's done. Like my son told me, he said, Mama, I don't care how many times I got to start over. I will keep starting over until, he said, I will keep starting over until I find happiness in whatever it is I'm rebuilding. I said, and you on the right path. I'm never finna stay in things no longer that no longer serves me. It doesn't make me happy. I don't want to be here. And that goes, like I said, job, church, friendship, the family members, relationships, whatever it is. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm staying on the Lord's side because Jesus, he carried me through this. And when I look over my life, literally, I was giving people loyalty they did not deserve. And the entity that deserved the loyalty was Jesus. I wasn't giving him the loyalty, and he the one that was there for me the whole time. I'm telling y'all. When elders speak, you listen. When they say, only if you knew what the Lord carried me through, you would understand my testimony. Which is so very true. So very true. I understand now. And I get it. I get it. So yes, I'm choosing to pledge my loyalty to Jesus, the one who carried me through this. He deserves my loyalty. When other people drained me, he was there to replenish me. When other people took from me, he was there to give it back. When other people was just, when they weren't loyal, he was loyal. When they didn't answer their phone at midnight, baby, I got God on the line at midnight. When they didn't have no money to give after I done gave to them, God said, hold up, I got you. My phone ring, yo, I got some money for you. I'm like, what? God like, right. Because what they don't do, I do. When I'm in the presence of God, when I leave his presence, I feel full, fulfilled. I feel at peace. I feel safe. I feel wanted. I feel needed. I feel desired. I feel hopeful. I feel happy. I feel all the things that people were draining me of. Like, that's why I say, it's not a New Year's resolution for me. It's just a aha moment. It's a eye opener. It's a, yeah. You will see. You will see. So 2025 is like, if F around and find out was a person, it'll be me. Like, okay. Mess around and find out. Please mess around and find out. And boy, oh boy, will you find out. Like, oh, I was not bluffing. Was not bluffing. I ain't got nothing for you. And that's pretty much it to that. So my niece, she sent me this thing, and like this little thing for her vision board. It said 12 chapters and 365 chances to get it right. And that is what I will be doing this year. I will take my 12 chances, which is these 12 months of the year, and the 365 days, literally, to just continue to push forward in Christ and every day strive to be better and better in Christ. So therefore I could be better and better to myself. So therefore I can be better to people. But just because I'm better to people, it does not mean I have to allow them back in my space or in my space. No. Better to people mean I don't have to treat you bad because I don't care for you. I don't have to treat you bad, and I don't want to treat you bad. I just want to always keep my heart right with God. And just because you don't care for a person, it does not mean that you are holding anything in your heart. You just don't. Our time has expired with one another, and that's okay. So, that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. But yeah, I'm leaving the L's in 2024. I'm taking the lessons I learned from the losses into 2025. And I will no longer fail an open book test. It won't happen. I will keep God the head of my life. I have to, because God has shown himself faithful to me. God has pledged his loyalty to me. And now it's time for me to reciprocate and do the same thing for him. And I love that for me. So, all I got to say is, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't going to be. Whatever you do, just do it away from me. Good luck and God bless. I hope this helps somebody. And, yeah. Don't let them folks drain you. Cut them off. Block them. In real life and in your phone. Stay blessed. Their rejection is God's protection.